Hi, RJ Baxter here, Fairway Independent Mortgage. This message today is for those of you out there who are renting and are considering whether or not it's a good time to buy and debating whether you should just go ahead and keep renting. Now, if you're not renting and you're watching this video and you're a homeowner, forward this video to someone you know that is renting, because this is really, really important information to consider. So I wanted to talk first about that hesitancy that we're hearing from some renters. The biggest thing we hear people talking about right now is how interest rates are up and their payments a lot higher than what they were looking at 6 to 8 months ago. And yes, that is true, but also with this market right now, it's such a great opportunity for buyers. It's not quite so much of the frenzy that we've seen the last 2 years. It's not quite as competitive. It's not quite as fast moving. You have time to consider your options with houses, to look at some houses, to negotiate a little bit, to try to find a good deal, these kinds of things. So buyers are in a better position. We're in a healthier market than we were a year ago. So for that reason, right now is an excellent time to buy. And I wanted to also talk about where we were a year ago. If you just look back a year ago, a lot of people were talking about they didn't want to buy because housing had gone up so sharply. We even hear that argument here yet today, that objection to buying, that people don't want to buy at the height of the market. And the fact of the matter is, we can never time the market exactly. You can never time the market at the absolute bottom or not buy at the peak. No one knows what the future is going to bring. So my point in bringing that up is a year ago, 2 years ago, we were hearing these objections that people were talking about not wanting to buy with housing at the peak. And I even heard it 2017, 2015, 2013. It seems like all the time there's people that are fearful to buy because they don't want to buy when housing was at the peak. And you and I all know what's happened over the past 10 years. If you had bought a house back in 2012, how much it's gone up in value. We had people buying single family residences in Lakewood for $200,000 back in 2012. So if you look back just a year ago, housing is appreciated by 12 to 15% in the Denver area since then, and people back then were saying they didn't want to buy at the height. So long story short, we don't know what the future is going to bring. Real estate performs very well in Denver historically. 5% historically is the appreciation rate in Denver, which if you look at it over the course of time, if this is going to be your home for a number of years, that is a lot of wealth creation that you're going to realize by being a homeowner. So my point in this video today is that there's always something in every market that can lead to fear of buying, that you're buying at the wrong time, that it's not the right time to jump in. And the fact of the matter is, I've experienced it myself and helped literally hundreds, if not thousands, of clients that have built wealth over time by becoming a homeowner, that owning a home builds wealth. So right now is always the best time, and especially right now with what's happening in the market, more listings available, a little bit more sane of a market, a more balanced market. It puts buyers in a much better position to negotiate and find the right home for them in a rational way where they can really consider their options and look at a number of homes. So I hope that helps you out if you're renting out there and considering whether now is the right time. And we can certainly help with options on buying a home, even if you don't have much for a down payment or need help with your credit. We'd be happy to talk to you about that. We have solutions and game plans for both of those situations, and happy to talk to you. So have a great rest of your day and weekend, and I appreciate you guys. My name is RJ Baxter, Fairway Independent Mortgage. Thanks a lot.